just played a show and yeah.
Yeah, the show was amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It was the first time that I saw you live.
It
so
was?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
nice.
I really enjoy it. Thank you. Um, so let's talk about your upcoming album, Friend of Phantom.
Yeah.
Phantom.
Yeah.
How do I pronounce right?
That's okay.
Yeah. So what can you tell about this album?
Yeah, it's I don't know. If it depends if you have it's if you are a fan of our music. I think it's it's a combination of what we've made. This is our fourth album, so of course we're always trying to go with whatever is exciting and feels like something we haven't done. So we are trying to build on our sound a little bit, and we have a cool guest in one of the songs called Cannibal, the singer from In Flames, Anders, which I'm very excited for people to hear. So yeah, it's can't wait for people to hear the album. It's been a few years in the making, and it's always a challenge, new challenge to make an album. And this was challenging because we had a lot of tours going on while we were making the album, which we haven't done before. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And is this a concept album or?
No, we've never done concept albums. Actually, it's we have a very intuitive approach. So when we write music, Asger, the singer, he some of the lyrics is very intuitive. That just whatever pops up, and then he expands on that. But he never sets out to write a song about a feeling. But sometimes we make a song and some words come out, and then afterwards when we look at it, the song, then we see, okay, this song is maybe a little bit about this, but it's usually that way around, that we don't know what we're doing, and then afterwards we look at it and we see, okay, this song is, that makes sense. We don't plan to make a concept, not yet at least.
And when it comes to writing music, it's just when it comes the inspiration. It's not something that you plan, or do you have to?
We have to force it. We have to force it a lot, and I think that's something that you also just need to work through. Some bad ideas can turn great if you work at them long enough, if you know what I mean. So it's very rare that a song is just very fast and written very fast. And a lot of the time there's we try so many different things like to make things work, and that can be very frustrating when things, because it has to have that right feeling when you listen to it, that I want to listen to this song again. And that's just not easy to do, and hard to be honest with myself. Is this song something I actually want to listen to, or is it just good enough? You want to make something that is amazing to you, that no band would ever make if we didn't. And that's something that you cannot, you just know when it's there, but you cannot, all you can do is put in the work and try every day. Experiment. Some days it feels like it was a waste of time because you didn't make something that was cool, but you tried. And then usually the next day, that's when the good idea comes, because you did the work the day before with all this shit idea. So I think a lot of the time, that's how it happens.
It's a lot of effort.
And sometimes you spend a lot of time on something, and then it can be hard to decide this doesn't work. I think a lot of bands sometimes, they spend so much time on an idea, they think, now I have to use it, even though they're not excited about. Yeah, exactly. That's the hard part, is actually we spend weeks on this, but it's not ready, and that's so hard to. There can be a lot of frustration. It feels like, wow, we wasted time, but if we hadn't made that bad idea, maybe we wouldn't have gotten a good one afterwards.
Sometimes in the, let's see, ugly things you can find the beauty.
Yeah, exactly. So it's totally like that, and that's what I try to remind myself when things are not working, is we will find something soon or at some point, and it's just as important to work when it's not working, because otherwise we will never get to the good stuff.
Yeah.
If we don't, if we give up. It's so easy to give up, and then I'm gonna go to Facebook and Instagram. Then you're
Yeah.
never gonna find anything.
Yeah.
Sticking to it, that's really challenging for everybody.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Asker, our lead singer, is really good at that. I think focus. So that's inspiration for me to just try and be focused and keep believing that something good will come.
Yeah. So keep believing is your inspiration in writing music.
Yes, exactly. See what happens, and just it's okay if it's not good.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be.
Embrace also the things that are not working.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe it's just, if something isn't cool, maybe it's just a small thing, and suddenly it's very exciting again.
Yeah.
So
And not change and everything change.
Yeah, exactly. And not just starting over again. Just keep. There was maybe a reason that you got this idea, and try to figure out what is good about it, and then try and make that even better.
Yeah.
But it is challenging, and something that's what's so cool about it, is something we can spend the rest of our life on, still searching. You'll never find it.
Yeah.
We'll find close to 100%, but that's the fun part, is, or at least that's what I try to think like that.
Most of the artists, they are never 100% happy with their heart.
Mm-hmm.
They are happy, and maybe you love all your children.
Yeah.
But you always think that it could be better. It's this kind of being perfectionist, but the perfection doesn't exist. So we all have that thing that we look for something, and we always try to improve. But I think when it comes to something like music, it's it can be demanding to try to find a perfection where perfection doesn't exist.
I think it's very true what you say, but I think it's also what is making you. It would be boring if I felt that we had written our best song. I think it's more exciting to think the next song will be the best song.
That the best is coming.
It's coming, exactly, and I think for some fans, also for me, for the bands that I'm fans in, you can sometimes think, they have made their best song because it's special to me. They'll never make some, a lot of people just want to hear the old stuff from a band, not us particular, but any band. They have a special connection to the album, and that's great. But I think it's important that the artist thinks next is the best, and because otherwise, why make new music? Then you could just keep on playing the old stuff.
Yeah.
But when you're on stage, I think it's important to be present and enjoy playing the old stuff too, as it was the first time.
Yeah.
Then you shouldn't think, this is not good, this is the old stuff or whatever. Then I'm enjoying it with the fans,
Yeah.
That's what I try. So there's two different mindsets that I go from, on stage and when writing music.
Yeah. As I told before, all your children are beautiful.
Yeah.
Then you have your favorite ones.
Yeah, but it definitely feels like it's your. I don't know. I think for songs, I definitely have my favorites. I have 2 kids, but I don't have a favorite with those. But it's different. But for songs, you definitely have a song where it's like, that song is special. But sometimes it's also because I can feel it's special to the audience, and that makes it special to me too. That song has its life of its own. That's very cool feeling.
Yeah. Talking about music in general, more or less. What are you listening lately?
Good question. What did I listen to latest? Why do I blank out? The last album I heard was actually Bring Me the Horizon's new album, which I think I've never really been listening to them, but I was pleasantly surprised about it, and it felt even for a band that is so successful, the new albums, it felt like they were inspired. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was very inspiring to me, that a band that has been, have had a lot of success, but can still make an album that has even more success.
Yeah.
So that's always cool to hear. And
Yeah.
but a lot of the time I listen to music that isn't in metal or rock. An artist could be a Swedish artist called Sarah Klang, which is
Okay.
very nice to listen to.
I will
More like
check out.
indie rock. Sarah, and then Klang, KLANG
Okay.
is the surname. Yeah, really enjoy listening to her music.
Nice. And let's talk about live music. Because you have been a lot on tour. How do you manage the stress of being on tour all the time?
It's a good question. I think we are, because I have kids and our keyboard player and our singer also have a kid now. We have always been good at not touring too much, so we never got really tired of it. I'm always very excited to go on tour still, because I think we have been lucky enough not to overdo it yet.
Yeah.
But it is, I also feel very, very fortunate that it's possible to tour at all, because there's so many great bands that would never, get on a really good tour. So I'm, reminding that to myself when it's very busy and stressed, and that how lucky I am. So, I don't know. That's what I try, and then get some sleep, get some daylight, some sun. Then I hope everything is gonna be okay.
Yeah.
But every job has you get a little bit tired of sometimes.
Yeah.
So
the basic is sleeping, eating, and not overstressing or overdoing.
and just being present and knowing that it's a normal feeling to be tired of whatever it is. And that's, if I didn't do this, I would be tired of whatever else I would be doing. So it's just
That's true.
no
That's
matter
true.
what it is, it's just a human feeling. So I'm just trying to just look at the feeling and not
Yeah. Now you have some show during the summer around Europe, and then in November you have the tour to promote your album around Europe.
Mm-hmm.
So what can we expect from the upcoming tour?
Really excited. We are still discussing what kind of show we want to do, but we want to do something that is way bigger than what size we are. We always want to do something that is a bigger live show. Like, we work with the best people. Amay is an amazing lighting designer that is, and Dennis is an amazing sound designer. So we just work with the great people who can help us, reach, make things even cooler. So we haven't decided on what to do, but I'm sure we'll do something that we haven't done, and it's
gonna be great.
I want to be something that is exciting for me. I want to feel like a kid on stage, excited to be playing with. I want to be proud about the show around us, and that's the plan.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, but we have done with this interview. Thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure. Would you like to say something to your fans and people that are watching this interview?
Yeah, thank you for tuning in, and having an interest in our little band, and see you out there someday. Come say hi.
Thank you.
Thank you.